Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Burton Borders. And with Manchester City being sanctioned by the Premier League for breach of financial fair play, a lot of people are asking, are Chelsea next? Welcome to the Burton Borders. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah. So, the FA have accused Manchester City of breaching 100, yes, you heard it correct, 100 rules to do with financial fair play. And so it looks like, there's going to be an investigation, and if they are found guilty, then there may be some sanctions involved. Some of those sanctions could be points deductions or even expulsion from the league. So it could be Manchester City playing in the Championship. Okay, if they are found guilty, then they deserve to be punished for what they have done, because they have been doing financial doping. And I did think that the way that they came, the way they did it was slightly different to the way Chelsea did it, because we didn't have the sponsorships, inflated sponsorships and everything else. I'll come to that a bit later. But unlike some, I'm not celebrating the maybe demise of Man City, because I don't think they're going to be. I think they're going to get a slap on the wrist anyway, and probably a large fine, and that's it. I can't see anything more than that. But if it was more than that, I'm not going to be celebrating the fact that they may get relegated or something like that, because I didn't like it when other opposition fans were coming at Chelsea and when we were at our lowest point. So I'm not going to be doing it to other teams. And there are some of our fan base as well who are talking about Pep Guardiola. Let's use this as an advantage to get Pep Guardiola. You're the same ones who found it disrespectful when people were talking about Thomas Tuchel to go to Manchester United. So come on, let's not be hypocrites here, guys. So I'm not going to sort of start celebrating and jumping up and down if Manchester City are punished. But as I said, if they're found guilty, then they deserve whatever punishment is dished out to them. So going on to my point now. So a lot of some idiots who don't know anything about football. They had Jay Boothroyd on Sky News today, and he's talking about Chelsea going to be next, and other people you've seen it on Twitter. What about Chelsea? What about Chelsea? Whatever. Come on, guys. Rest assured, we are okay. I know that they'll try and come at us in all ways they can. That's like, they always try and get Chelsea. But, when the new owners took over at Chelsea, they had to look at the books, and they had to make sure all the financial things were in place at the club. So everyone went through the books with a fine-tooth comb. We had an independent body involved as well. I can't remember the company who was tasked with selling the club. I can't remember the Rain Group. That's it. So the Rain Group would have looked at it, and people who carried out due diligence. The Premier League would have had to go through the books and making sure that everything's tip top, and primarily because they didn't want Roman to be taking any money out of the club. So so we already were under close scrutiny by the FA and by the government and by other authorities as well. So if there's anything untowards with what we were doing, it would have been flagged up from there. And okay, with the spending that we've been doing recently, people are saying, okay, surely that's going to break financial fair play rules. But I've already explained the situation. That's why Todd Bowley and Eghbali, smart businessmen as they are, that's why they were spreading out the contract lengths of 7 year, dishing out 7-8 year contracts and spreading the payments over a certain period of time. And that again was to sort of comply with financial fair play. So for all those who are talking about Chelsea because of our spending, we've done our spending in the right way. We didn't have inflated sponsorship deals. The Todd Bowley hasn't come in and they haven't called it the Clear Lake ground or whatever, and given it a £600 million sponsor. similar to what Manchester City did with the Etihad Stadium. They haven't got sponsorships on their shirts for Clear Lake or any of Todd Bowley's business concerns, and said, okay, this sponsorship deal is worth 500 million over 5 years or something like that. So this is the difference between what we're doing and what Manchester City are doing. The other thing what Manchester City have apparently been doing as well, apparently they were, one of the managers, I think it could have been Mancini at the time, they were paying him under the books. They were saying that this is how much we're paying him, but they were giving him some money under the counter in brown envelopes and all sorts. And so that's allegedly. So I'm not saying that's a fact. That's what is that's apparently was one of the things that they're being called out for. But innocent until proven guilty. They'll carry it to court. They'll have their case. Or they may get off if they have those 100 lawyers walking through with highly paid lawyers, and they discover some loopholes in the case. That's another way that they can get away with this. Yeah. For the record, as I said, I think that they're all money talks at the end of the day. I think it's going to be a hefty fine, although it won't mean anything to them. If there's anything more, I'll be very surprised at that. But yeah, so we'll wait and see how it pans out. But rest assured, Chelsea should be okay, unless I know they've got agendas against us, unless they come out with some sort of agenda and try and get us another way. But this has been like a 4-year investigation at the moment, 4 or 5 year investigation to do with Manchester City. So it must be watertight. Manchester City are saying that they've got nothing to hide and everything else, but yeah, they'll have their day in court to discover what's going to be going on, or with the independent advisory committee, whoever it is, who's going to be looking at this case. So guys, what do you think? Do you want them to be punished? Are you happy for them to? Are you getting worried about Chelsea, or do you think you rest assured that nothing's going to happen to us? Stick your comments in the section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified every time I make a video. Take care. Bye bye.